But now you are.
I am. All right, before we start, I'd like to say something to my sister who watches this show.
Mm-hmm.
She sent me a text message a couple of days ago and said, hey, you wore the same shirt 2 weeks in a row, which is a very big sister thing to say. So, hey, Karen, I'm not wearing the same shirt this week. That's all.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Anyhow.
we're live through the magic of television today.
We are.
So, all right.
Summers are busy.
I know.
They
I
really
know,
are.
it's crazy. And then we're into June, and it's like, what?
I feel like June's half over, and it really isn't.
It really isn't. No, I know. It's exciting. All right. Oh, we have stuff going on.
I think it's your turn.
All right. There we go. Ooh, there's a lot of them in here. People must have
I have seen a lot of people dropping
heeded the
stuff
call of give us some new things to talk about. Mary Lynn Boleyn, what are 3 things you always carry with you?
Carry with like everywhere? I don't know. Let me think.
Well, but in my purse. I'll say in my purse.
I mean, my phone, obviously.
Yeah. Chapstick?
Yeah, usually.
I have chapstick.
I usually have like a little pill container in my thing with like, you know, Tylenol and Advil and all the old people aches and pains drugs that I might need. That's pretty vital.
I haven't started traveling with Tums yet, so I'm not that
I
bad.
got some. If you ever need them, I'll hook you up.
I usually have Band-Aids in there too. Back when the girls were really little, I got these little Band-Aid holders, or kind of like a wedge, and you put some Band-Aids in there. And when I was at my daughter's graduation, I made the fatal mistake of wearing new shoes, and I thought my feet were gonna fall off.
Did you have your little wedge?
I did, but I only had like 2 Band-Aids in it, and I
no.
needed like 75 Band-Aids.
Oh.
So I had to go buy some Band-Aids. But I had a few, and then I reloaded it when I got home, because I'm like, that is not happening again.
And I always carry a tape measure.
You do?
I do, because I'm a thrifter. I have one of those little retractable. So, you know, it's like, oh, I need a little table that's this by this. So, you know, whenever you're at you think you know how big something is, then you get it home and it totally doesn't fit. So I always do have a little retractable tape measure.
Yeah, that's like a good quilter thing to have too.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those.
Well, we happen to sell some. Talk to me on the way out.
And I always have 1,000 pens. I don't know how I end up
in your
with
bag?
so many pens.
I don't think I have a pen in my bag.
I have so many pens in my purse. And then when we were traveling, my husband gave me a hard time because I pulled a big pen out of my purse, and he's like, you know, these are the kind that explode when you're in the airplane, and then they squirt out through that little hole in the side and get all over your stuff. And I was like, okay. So I threw it away.
Oh, okay.
And I bring other kinds of pens.
Well, it's a good thing I don't carry pens, huh?
Yeah. See?
Or travel. All right.
So there you go. There you go, Mary Lynn.
Yeah, aren't you
Let
glad
us,
you asked?
let us know what you carry with you.
Okay. You can carry out the door 3 free fat quarters. How about that?
That's the
Put
best
'em in
thing
your purse.
ever.
It is.
Yeah. All right. So new arrivals, and I couldn't remember this first one if we had already talked about, because we got them in 2 different shipments.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure if we had talked about them when the first half came, but I figured it was worth mentioning again.
What? Which one? This?
That.
Okay.
So Tilda something blue. So I believe we showed these 2. 'Cause
I don't think we had all of them the first time we
right.
talked
So
about it.
this one and that one, I think we
It's
had
light and dark.
the light and dark half of the new Tilda blue line, something blue line. So those are there. But then
This
in the second box,
This they called it's a 12 count blender. So it's kind of, I guess, the ones that aren't the main prints. This one's really cute. It kind of looks like dishes on a table. It's really cute.
oh, it is cute. Yeah, I didn't open it up and look at it. So, you know, kind of a companion one to this.
And then this
Those are
is
fat
fat
eighths,
eighths.
right?
It's a 20 count fat eighth.
So that's, you know, a little bit of both of these.
Yeah.
So
pretty fun.
those are new something blue, and they are really pretty. That
And while we're
Delta
talking
blue-
about Tilda, I don't know if this is
It
next.
is on there. It is next.
I'm just going rogue.
I know.
So Alexis taught a really cute Easter basket class in like March, and we had some leftover Tilda squares.
Mini
so we
charms.
made our own little mini charms. Look at how cute these are.
Yeah.
So we only have a couple of them. They're in the basket over next to
How
the
many
table.
are in there?
There are 40.
40. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, right?
So it's the same size as
40 for
everything we mentioned.
$5.99. So
$5.99.
there's, I think, 6 of them over in the basket. So
Something
get them
like
while you can.
Yeah, there's a few of those. Then, we'll talk about the kids.
Okay.
So at the trade show, we visited this booth of these gals called Craft Habit, and they were from Raleigh, North Carolina, and they were really
adorable.
fun. They were really cute.
They all had different color hair.
They did. They did. And it wasn't just like
No, it was like
wild
orange,
colors.
green, and blue or something like
fluorescent
that. Yeah.
burgundy. Like, it was kind of crazy. So they had they have these they had a bunch of different kits, but the kind of like hand embroidery is kind of making this interesting comeback in this fun way. So these little kits that that you can get, and which is one you're making?
This is the one. Right? So I bought this one for myself, and my daughter and I started it on Mother's Day. I am terrible at hand embroidery, but the instructions in here are very good. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like embroidery for dummies.
Right.
There's lots of pictures, and my daughter just picked it up and started doing it, but I had to read everything. But they're really fun. There's 5 different designs in each
and they're
one.
Little. They're like little tiny ones.
It comes with a little 3-inch embroidery hoop, so you can hoop your favorite. Or swap them out.
Well, you don't use the hoop when you make it, and then you can reuse it for display.
A frame. And then it has all of the floss you need in it, and some of them, these 2, I think these are the only 2, they actually have glow in the dark embroidery thread, and boy is it glowy. It's really fun. Yeah, it's super fun. So we have these now. We've got, I think there's 2 other ones too.
Yeah, there's
one with
designs.
snacks.
So that's so it's Halloween.
Close Encounters. Aliens.
No, what are these things called?
Houseplants.
Houseplants. Oh, they're little cactuses.
Succulents. Is that the word you're looking for?
Okay. It was not.
It's late in the day. Can you tell?
It's not actually Tuesday noon. And then there's a little like sewing.
There's snack, and there's one about snacks.
They're really cute. So these are just some little, and they're like $30, and you can make these cute little designs. And inside the package is the instructions for the designs, as well as generically a little embroidery stitches for dummies.
Yeah.
It's just for basic hand embroidery. And then they also have QR codes and website for if you need the visual.
Yeah,
so
and it's really cute as a gift for somebody or for yourself. And I love the fact that you can just literally go home, sit down, and start sewing.
Right, you just need scissors.
Yeah,
probably.
It's awesome. That's it.
All right. And then speaking of embroidery, this is another thing that we had gotten a while ago. They kept selling out before we could talk about them. So this is again hand embroidery. So there's some little cards that it's meant to be on the go. So
it's the rings. That's what's going on.
They go on a little ring, a jump ring. So you can take these with you. So one thing that's nice about hand embroidery, it is
portable,
a craft that you can take various places. So you can go on the go if you're sitting in bleachers while your kid is practicing.
Or now that it's summer, if you sitting on the beach somewhere or by a lake or a pool.
Right, sure, you can take it with you. So that is a little description of how to make various hand embroidery
like
stitches.
French knots and all that kind of stuff. So if you're, you have an embroidery project and you really don't know how to do them all, you can just take the ones you want and take them with you. So we got these for what, like 3 months ago? And we ordered 2 of them, and they were literally gone on the same day.
Before we could even.
It was crazy. So we ordered some more. Is there only one left now?
And this is the only one left right now. Wow. So we're getting more.
Yes.
But it's a thing. It's what do you call those analog hobbies?
Yep, analog hobbies.
Very analog hobbies. So those are cute. And then the last thing I want to talk about are those. So magnetic pin cushions are nothing new, but these ones are kind of fun, and there may be some glare so you can't see them. But these are agate, I think is how you say it.
I love working with you because you pronounce all the words that I never knew how to pronounce.
you prounce it like the
I was always calling it like agate. I do sound very Indiana.
I don't actually know, but it's the stones that are marbled, agate. So there's 3 different colors. This is the one you can really see that's black and white.
This one's red and black. It's actually really pretty, and this one is a really pretty like blue and blue.
Yeah, so it's just a new color way of magnetic pin cushion, which are my favorite because I just put it near my sewing machine and just kind of throw the pins in the general direction.
I was actually talking to a customer about that the other day, and she said it's all fun and games until you have a nickel pin and it just bounces off.
It bounces, yeah. So some safety pins don't, and if they're brass, they don't stick either. Yeah. So who needs that?
But these are really fun, and they're very classy looking.
And they're kind of fun. So that's just a new version of an old product. All right, so next I want to talk about, since it is June, some of our sewing machine partners have a few offers this month that I want to mention. So our friends at Janome are giving away gift cards up to $250 on some of the best Janomes in the lineup. Well, they're all good, but our special
some of our faves.
So like the M8, which is my personal favorite.
I wonder why.
$250 gift card. You can buy a lot of stuff with that. So that's out there. And don't forget, too, we do have the brand new HD9 QCP on the sales floor. We have sold a couple of them to some lucky people when they were fresh in the door. But that is such a wonderful machine.
It really is.
The fast straight stitch capability and the way the QCP is outfitted with a whole bunch of feet that a quilter would want. So it gives you all this, speed and power, but then the feet that give you some more
and the ability to really easily drop the feet dogs to do free motion.
Yes. Yep. Instead
I did try it. It wasn't pretty, but it was easy.
Well, dropping the feed dogs was easy. The free motion
quilting is another story. But everybody else, I mean, it does really very easy to do it.
Yeah, it's an amazing machine. So I think it comes like a walking foot and a quarter-inch foot and a handful of other things that just make it a really nice addition.
And very fast.
And very fast. You can drive it like you stole it, they like to say. So don't forget about that. Come for a test drive if you're curious about that one. And then in the Brother family, the Stellar XJ2, which is a spectacular combo embroidery and sewing machine, currently has a $600 instant rebate on it.
Oh, that's a good deal.
And so that means it used to be you had to file paperwork to get that back, but now we just take it right off the top. I get to file the paperwork for you.
But that's okay.
That's a great deal, right?
Yeah.
So
I really do like those instant rebates now.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, it makes it a little easier, and you know what's happening. So that is only through the 26th of June, and I do have a brand new one in stock, ready to go home with you. So check that out. And then Bernina has their summer sale where they do tiered savings, and it's basically a fixed dollar amount based on how much the machine is. So for example, if a machine, you save $700 on a machine priced between $7,000 and $799. Okay. So it's kind of 10%-ish.
Yeah.
And it's tiered like that. So $500 on a machine is between $5,000 and $5,999. So that's some pretty good savings getting in. That's right off the top. I get to file the paperwork on those too.
You're going to be busy.
I hope so. But it's great. It's a great opportunity to pick up a really lovely Bernina, and that is through June the 24th. And then lastly, Baby Lock has a special price on two really fantastic mid-range machines. The Baby Lock Flare, which is embroidery only with a 6x10 embroidery field.
Yeah, nice size field.
Especially priced at $19.99.
Ooh, that's a
big throwback price on
really
that
is.
one, because it has not been that price in a while. So for $2,000 you can get the Baby Lock Flare. And then the Baby Lock Brilliant, which is a machine we sell a lot of those. It's a great mid-range machine, well outfitted.
Something you're not going to outgrow right away.
No. And that is on a crazy price of $9.99 through June 30th. So check those out.
Absolutely.
All right. And then why don't you talk about this one?
So we have been getting calls here and there about, are we taking a bus to the Wisconsin Quilt Show? The answer is yes. Yes, we are.
We sure are.
So we are going to send the bus out on Thursday, September 10th. You can purchase your spot online or in store. It is $78. That includes the bus, her lovely presents.
I should charge more.
And the ticket to the show.
Right.
And it'll fill up fast, because last year it filled up super fast.
We sold out and had a wait list, yeah. So hop on that, and grab your friends and come. Or if you don't have quilty friends, we have lots of people that come and meet quilty friends on the bus.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of people make friends last year. It was kind of fun to see.
Yeah. And driving up to Madison, it isn't something I would undertake on my own. But when you get to hang out on the bus, it's air conditioned. There's a loo
you can
in there.
Snooze on the way there and the way back.
Yeah, like do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about anything. And we gotcha. And you can go and check out all the fabulosity.
Yeah, and it was really awesome last year, so I'm sure it's going to be just as awesome this year.
All right, so check that out. I sign up online or in store,
and do it sooner rather than later.
It will sell out.
Yeah.
And then speaking of the kind of summer stuff coming on, we mentioned it last week, the All Illinois Shop Hop runs August and September. You can buy your magazine now. Last week when we were talking, it wasn't on the website yet, but it is now.
It is.
So you can buy your magazine for just $13.95. We have a limited supply of them, so if you're looking at participating in the hop, get on it, because when they sell out, they're hard to get after that. And if you buy the magazine from us before the hop starts, we'll throw in a free fat quarter.
Absolutely, you're worth it.
You're worth it. Yeah.
And you can, if you don't happen to live in the area, we will ship it to you too for a fee.
Right. So that's all outlined. You can buy it online or in store. We don't have the magazines in hand as we speak, but we're expecting them. Certainly
within
before
a couple
August
weeks,
1st, but before June is out.
Yeah.
So then you can plan your route and
Absolutely.
see where you want to go.
Yeah.
All right. And then I just wanted to talk about Sew Steady tables for a minute, because there's a couple of things I want to point out. So Sew Steady is a company that makes acrylic tables, extension tables for all brands of machines.
Any machine.
So they have basically CAD diagrams that can cut the contour of any sewing machine, any brand, pretty much any vintage. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be new. It doesn't have to be
They'll
old.
do them for featherweights. We've seen people do them for featherweights.
That's right. And they come in a bunch of different sizes and with different features. Some with little drawers, some that are just flat. You know, a bunch of different things. And depending how much space you have and how much space you want. And you know, they're in the like maybe $200 range.
They're not overly expensive, and
no,
we get them really quickly, which is nice too, because they're not too far from. Where are they?
They're actually in the West Coast, but we get them within 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of somebody else. Excuse me.
Yeah, but they also make inserts for cabinets. So if you happen to have a cabinet and you got a one of those inserts cut for your machine, and you get a new machine, you need a new insert, and so they make the acrylic inserts for Koala. But then you can
Other
get
brands as well.
But you can make them for any brand. The ones that come with Koala come from them also, but we can get them for any cabinet, whether it's Arrow, Horn, Koala, whatever.
You just need to know the model of your machine and the model of your cabinet.
That's it. And they can cut them out, and those are pretty cheap too. They're maybe like $150 or something like that. So don't worry about if you change your machine, you can still get a table for it. So that's something to think about. But then there's another item in the Sew Steady product line that I just want to talk about, and it's this. This is a big one.
It's a good color too.
They have these beautiful teal travel bags, and this is for, I forget what size this one is. This is for the big table. I think it's 24 by 24. They come in a couple of different sizes, and the reason I want to show you this is, before I got my cabinet my machine is in, I had to sew on my dining room table, and I had to take my extension table off when we had
dinner
when we had to eat, and I didn't know what to do with it because I was kind of worried about it. It's like if I had one of these, it's slightly padded, you could store your table in there.
Don't have to worry about it getting scratched up or anything.
But what's nice about it, not just for storage, but if you're going to a retreat or to a friend's house, you can actually take your table with you. And this bag is big enough and padded enough you can put your rulers in
Absolutely,
here too.
and your cutting mat,
your
wool mat, probably.
All that stuff, because it's got a little bit of depth, but you could take your stripology ruler in here, or if you don't, you have a Sew Steady, but you do travel with rulers and mats, you can just get the bag,
right,
and just like pretend that put something over this. So they're really nice. They come in a range of sizes, and they're not super expensive. So this one.
Look, she has a handy dandy.
I know, I happen to have it. So like this is the big one, and this one is $60, but then there's a smaller one that's $50, and an even smaller one that's $40. So they're not that expensive, and we can get those for you.
And if you're not familiar with Sew Steady tables, the legs come off, and that's why there's a little pocket in the front. So it's very flat when you take the legs off. So it's really easy to transport if you want to.
That's nice. And then the other product, which is
where did it go?
down here? That's right here. Sew Steady also makes a little polishing kit. So it's there's a little like eyeglass cloth and a little bag of magic lotion.
Magic potion.
So if you use your Sew Steady a lot, it can get scuffed. And then things don't slide on it very easily. So if you do free motion quilting or things like that, you probably want to get this polishing kit and give it a little buff, and then it's super slippery again. Like, I have one at home, and like it gets really slippery.
Yeah.
And so you can polish your table or your insert with that. So anything acrylic, and this is only $12. But that is something you might want to think about.
Yeah, and if you're interested in that, we're going to have them up in the front of the machine area, or you can ask an associate and we'll help you find it.
Right. So just think about that. All right, and then lastly, we mentioned last week that Cherrywood is doing an overhaul of their product line. It is not being discontinued, and I don't want anyone to think that Cherrywood is going away. They are discontinuing some of their less popular colors so they can focus on the better ones. So they're revamping their bundle lineup and discontinuing their current set of bundles and going to be replacing with a whole new set of bundles in different combinations of the fabric staying in the lineup. So as a result, we are putting all of our existing bundles on sale because we need to make room for all the new ones coming in.
That is true.
So all of our Cherrywood bundles, the 4, 8, and 12-step bundles are 15% off for a limited time.
And that's a really good deal. We actually had a customer that was in today who, it's very funny. I love when people do this. She was looking at it, thinking about it, left, turned around in the parking lot, came back in and bought it.
She did.
That happens once or twice, and I just love that because it's like I'm glad you didn't even make it home. You just came back. You got to do it.
Right.
You're going to be thinking about it.
Right, and she got the 2 bundles she bought. I only had one of each, so she got them. So anyway, we still have a really great selection of bundles. So
absolutely.
So you can buy those. They're available to buy online.
Okay. That's right. I always forget about that.
So check that out. And then we'll go into our 3 stage.
All right. What do we got?
Our $3 fabric. I ran Debbie's favorite thing to do is look for old bolts of fabric in the wall.
One of my favorite things.
One of her favorite things. This is actually our oldest bolt of fabric, but I'm not going to tell you old because a woman doesn't tell her age.
It's vintage, so it's $23 a yard.
Something like that. This is a flannel with these
It's
things.
a very nice flannel.
It's
too.
a really nice flannel. Like, I am shocked we still have this because it is one of the nicer flannels we've had. But it's got these nice keys on it, and there's probably about 4 yards on there, so or maybe two or three.
It's hard to tell. The flannel's a little fatter, so.
But it is a very lovely flannel. So that is our $3 fabric. And our $2 pattern is the flower tile quilt. We had this as a sample a long time ago, and then there's a little bonus project.
Yeah,
with the
I
cutoffs.
really
you
like
can make
that.
this little half square triangle quilt with your cutoffs, so no waste. So that's kind of cute. And it, 5 different sizes, and off you go. And then I want no fighting, please, from you kids out there. Our one left are 2 little salesman samples. These get a little hairy sometimes.
I know.
These are Tilda samples of their poppy seed and brie.
And they're both so pretty.
There's 15 and 1 and 16 and 1, a 5-inch square little sample of the Tilda. And so I have these at $8 a piece. And
Which is a good deal.
I was joking around. It's $8 each, or buy both for $25.
Such a deal.
But anyway, those are here, but not for long.
I'm sure.
All right. Got anything else?
I got nothing else.
I know. It's late. We got to go home. We're both a little
I'm
punchy.
very hungry.
I'm just punchy. So, all right. Well, thanks, and we'll see you in the shop.
And we'll be live next time, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't trip over that.
I'm going to
That
try
would be
not to. I'm going to try not to.